Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to Ride with Mimic. It's a beautiful morning here in Northwest Louisiana. I hope it is wherever you're at. I see a lot of new area codes on the call today. Ride with Mimic is a 30-minute call every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, although that's going to change here in a second. We'll talk about that. At 8:30 a.m. Central, it's designed to start your day with a positive, motivational, and uplifting talk, along with some valuable thoughts and tips to help you become better and more successful at whatever it is you do. My name is Scott Tarkowski, and I'm the co-creator, national sales director for Mimic. Please go to our website, themimicapp.com, and sign up to receive emails and let you know about what's going on with Mimic and everything else, and get you signed up to receive information on these calls. If you'd like to sign up your friends there as well, you can do that too. Got a bunch of announcements here real quick. So I got a shout out to the Holmes Auto family. They're listening today. They normally tune in on Wednesdays because they do training on Mondays and Fridays. So this is their big day to listen. So, hey guys, I appreciate you being on the call. Today is our last Wednesday call. We are going to move the call to Mondays and Fridays only. And then in mid-July, we're very excited about this. This call is going to become a podcast, and you'll be able to get it on iTunes and Spotify and Google Play and wherever you get your podcast from. So we're very excited about that. But it will be on Monday and Friday only, same time, same channel, be live and all that good stuff. All right, so we got that out of the way. Now let's talk about Mr. Greg Taylor. He's our guest today. Greg was on our 9th call, and now he's on our 37th call, so we're very fortunate to have him back. Greg's an independent certified coach. He's a John Maxwell guy. He's a mentor, accomplished speaker. He works one-on-one. He works with small teams and big audiences. He does workshops, seminars, and keynotes addresses. He's an accomplished business leader with a proven track record, 30 years in business. He's been an entrepreneur on his own, as well as an executive in a big multi-million-dollar company. But by far his favorite thing is just working with individuals and athletes and people in general to help them get better and find their winning edge. And Winning Edge is the name of his company. But he also serves as the manager to his youngest son, Trent Taylor, who is a wide receiver for the San Francisco 49ers. And Greg, congratulations on your newest family member. I saw where Trent got engaged. I know you're excited.
Yes, he did.
He's pretty excited.
Oh yeah, everybody's excited. Yes, yes, very, very grateful.
Well, she looks like a very, very handsome family. I want to touch on two things real quick, and then I'm going to cut you loose. We do these calls, and when I do my sales training and everything, we work for 6 or 7 hours in a day. And I always tell people, if you can get one or two things out of each day of training that stick with you, then the goal was accomplished. And I want to go back to Greg's very first call and his topic. And the first thing he told me, he said, make a play. And I've got that, and it's written down, it's etched in my brain. Make a play. So whatever you do daily, make a play. And then the other thing that's right here on the middle of my dry erase board, WN blank blank. Why not blank blank? Why not you? Why not me? Mine says, why not Scott Tarkowski? So I've got that in the middle of my board. Those two things Greg gave to me on our first call, and I've just they've been etched in my brain ever since. So I appreciate that, Greg, very much.
Hey, you're more than welcome, man. I appreciate you motivating me today.
Well, what are we going to talk about today?
Today, we're going to talk about what is a leader.
Okay. I'm all ears.
Does that mean I got the floor?
It's all yours, sir.
Hey, once again, Scott, thank you very much for allowing me to be here, and just thank everyone for tuning in. And so you came here today for a reason. You stopped what you were doing to listen. So I'm going to ask you to eliminate all your distractions. Put your phone aside, turn off your mind for 30 minutes. And like Scott said, let's try to get 3 things out of this discussion. What is a leader? 3 things that can impact your life and the people around you. Okay. Then I want you to be able to take those 3 things and can you narrow that down to 1 thing that can change your life? Okay. So just think about that. Why are you here? Pay attention. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm going to say about 25,000 words in about 20 to 25 minutes. I know that you can get 3 things out of this that will impact your life. Then I know without a doubt that you can narrow that down to 1 that will change your life. So after reading and studying and practicing leadership for over 30 years now and having success and failure with leading others in business and their personal life, I want to ask you a question. What is a leader? What is a leader? Something very simple. Are you a leader? Well, the great thing about this is leaders don't need a title. To be a leader, you need followers. The question is anyone following you? Does anyone listen to you? Do you listen to anyone? Okay? Because a leader, we need followers, and we're going to be talking today about what is a leader. Okay? So the question, I got 3 questions here, and we're going to really slow down, and I want you to think about these 3 questions. What is your current perception of yourself as a leader? So how do you perceive yourself as a leader? What would your family, people, subordinates, teammates say about you, about what kind of leader you are? What would others say? And what is your favorite definition of a leader? So think about how you perceive yourself. How does your family, people, and friends view you as a leader? And what is your favorite definition of a leader? So I just want you to ponder on that let's take about 30 seconds. I want you to ponder on that. Because today I'm going to give you some nuggets and some information that can help you become the greatest leader that you can be. What is your perception of yourself? How do other people perceive you? And what is your favorite definition of a leader? Okay, so I just pulled up Wikipedia and I said, well, what does Wikipedia say about what is a leader? Well, Wikipedia says a person who leads or commands a group, a principal player on a team. A leader is someone who people follow. A leader can make someone work together for a common goal. A leader can make people do things. A leader has authority. The question is, does any of those resonate with you on what a leader is? Well, my favorite definition of a leader, I found this roughly about 25 years ago. You need to write this down. This was a game changer for me about 25 years ago. I'm going to say it, then I'm going to slow it down so we can write this down. A leader is a person who inspires another person to take a journey that they will not take by themselves. Okay, I'm going to say it again. Please write this down. Okay, we need leaders in our society today. We need leaders at home today. We need leaders at work today. And a leader, here comes the definition again. A leader is a person who inspires another person. A leader is a person who inspires another person to take a journey that they will not take by themselves. How do I get someone to do something that they're just not going to do? Not because we want them to do it, because they want to do it. So how do you inspire someone? Are you inspiring your family, leaders, teammates, and company? Well, how are you helping others overcome obstacles in their lives? When we inspire others, we will shut the back door on losing quality people and leaders. There's no team, there's no company, there's no family that can win without having the best people and the best leaders. Shut the back door, inspire people to be their best, and I guarantee you amazing things are going to happen in your organization, because it takes leaders to inspire people. And when you have hundreds of leaders, I guarantee your dream, your organization's dream will become a reality. And one of my favorite quotes on leadership is from Al McGuire. Al McGuire was a basketball coach for probably 30, 40 years. And in his last game in his college career, he won the 1977 NCAA basketball tournament. And I was watching a 30 for 30 section, and I got this quote because it just resonated with me to go, Greg, this is your purpose in life. And his quote goes like this: I'm trying to make a person take one more step than he wants to take. I'm trying to have him dig down deep into his gut. And at this point, a little tear comes into his eye, because you can see this is just raw emotion from a man that's poured into young people's lives for 40 years. He finishes by saying, it is my way of trying to get out of what God has put in them. The talent was in the crib, but it has to come out. It is a mortal sin if we don't get it out of the person. Wow. Did you get that? It is our job as humans, our job as leaders, to find the gift and the talent that God's put in to someone, and we've got to tap on that, and we got to help them get it out of them. And if we don't do that, as Al McGuire says, it is a mortal sin. We have failed our fellow man or woman. We have to rise above circumstances and help people be the very best person that they can be. I love what Stephen Covey says about this. He says, to touch the soul of another human being is to walk on holy ground. To touch the soul of another person is just an incredible experience in life. Because we got to build people's emotional bank accounts. Because if they're not inspired, that means their emotional bank accounts, there's nothing in there. So we got to deposit things in there. Because once we deposit things in there, hey, they may try. Hey, if they may try, at one point, hey, they may fly. And you got to understand about the most effective leaders will directly impact. Let me say that word again, directly. I've got it highlighted and I've got it underlined. Directly impact the performance of their family or teammates. So going forward, let's talk about inspiration. So a leader is a person who inspires another person to take a journey that they're not willing to take by themselves. So what is inspiration? John Maxwell defines inspiration as know plus see plus feel equal inspiration. So for those who are taking notes, know plus see plus feel equal inspiration. In this formula, the leader must understand how the subordinate views them. What does your team and family know about you? Let them know who you are, that you are not perfect, and that you're concerned for their well-being. Well, what do they see you do? You got to lead by example. This is vital right here. People do what people see. They don't do what you tell them to do. They'll do what you do. Okay? And you got to show them you care. Next one is, how do you make them feel? You've got to give them a sense of importance, a sense of belonging, and a sense of security. Because once you tap into their spirit and their heart, they're going to be inspired by you. So just to go over that again, this is a vital key in understanding how to inspire people. What do they know, see, and feel about you? What do people know, see, and feel about you that you're trying to inspire? Well, in our Take Another Step system, an inspirational leadership workshop, we have defined 5 ways to inspire people. We're going to discuss the first 3 today. Number 1 is building trust. Number 2, offering hope. Number 3, I got your back. And number 4 is keep it simple. And number 5 is reward and recognize. As I said, we're going to discuss the first 3 today. And remember, when we're discussing this, that each individual is unique and their needs and desires are unique as well. For some, it may take most or all of these strategies to inspire them. Well, for others, it may take only one. Here's the challenge. Okay, everybody listen to me? The challenge of the leader is to go where they are. Okay? You got to go where they are. Mentally, emotionally, physically, socially, financially. Go to where they are. You got to speak their language. Don't speak your language. Speak their language and truly engage with them at their current level. Until you go to where they are, they're not going to come to where they are because they are not capable of doing that. So it's going back to what a leader is. We're going to inspire them to do something that they can't do. We have to inspire them. And we're going to inspire them by building trust, offering hope. I got your back. Keep it simple, reward and recognize. Number one, building trust. How do you build trust? Well, if you're going to inspire someone, if you don't have trust, you just got to go away. Don't even try to get someone to do something they don't want to do until they trust you. Stephen Covey states in his best-selling book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, that trust is the number one human motivation. It brings out the very best in people. But the tough thing about this, it takes time. It takes a lot of patience. And my mentor for 33 years is listening right now, and he had a lot of patience in a wild child, rough, dumb jock coming out of college with a lot of energy. It took him a lot of time and a lot of patience to get me to trust him so I could do things that I can't do by myself. So for this discussion, we're going to define trust as when a person depends upon or fully relies upon another person to help them achieve their goals and dreams. Trust. You got to get them to trust you to help them get their goals and dreams. Okay? Can a leader that you do not trust motivate you? Well, of course they can. So how do you build trust in people? 3 ways to build trust. Listen to understand, not to reply. Speak words of life into them. Show them their positive attributes. Once you pull out of them positive things, sometimes a person can't even see what they're good at. But once you listen to understand, not to reply, you'll always want to understand the person, speak words of life into them, and show them all the good stuff they've got. And I guarantee you, they're going to take another step for you. Number 2, offering hope. How can you offer hope to those around you? Well, I got a question here is, what is hope? Man, I love this right here. Everybody hold on to your seats. Hope allows us to think beyond the challenge of the moment. Man, oh man, oh man. Do we have a lot of challenges going on in our society today? 2020 is going to be the year that we'll never forget. But man, everybody listen to me today. We all have the opportunity to be a part of the solution, not the problem. And what we're going to do is going to be a leader to inspire people to do things that they can't do by themselves. And number 2 says we've got to offer hope to them. We can't give it to them. We can just offer it to them. It's their responsibility to accept it, but it's our responsibility as a leader to offer that hope to them. Because as Admiral William H. McRaven in his book, Make Your Bed, asserts, hope is the most powerful force in the universe. With hope, you can inspire nations to greatness. With hope, you can raise up the downtrodden. With hope, you can wear the pain of unbearable loss. So how do you offer hope to those around us? Well, number 1 is the same as trust. We've got to listen, to understand, not to reply. As my wife has told me for 33 years, Greg, God has given you 2 ears to listen and 1 mouth. Shut your mouth and listen. Man, and for the last 4 or 5 weeks, I have grown so much. Greg, shut up and listen. People want to know that you care. They want to know what you know. And I am learning today how to listen to understand, not to reply. The second thing in hope, help other people excel. Help them unconditionally by giving of your time, talents, and treasures. Number 3, help each person find their purpose in life. Wow. Man, once a person finds their purpose, they're going to be fueled. Their passion and their energy is going to be fueled. Have you ever seen a person that has no energy? Well, I've seen a lot of people with no energy be very successful, But if you see someone with no energy, that's miserable and have no success or W's, guess what? They don't understand the purpose. Offer hope by giving them that purpose. So another little acronym for hope is hold on, pain ends. We have to be the leader to step out in front of the chaos and confusion to let everyone know good things are coming. And my favorite scripture is Romans 8:28. I learned this, to make a long story short, while I was going through a bankruptcy in 2002. I was at my lowest point, and this scripture gave me hope, because it says, all things work together for the good for those who love God and they are called to his purpose. All things work together for the good. So guess what? It doesn't matter what GT's done, good, bad, or ugly. God's got a purpose for me. All I've got to do is accept the hope that he's giving to me, and I guarantee I can make a difference in this world. I challenge you to make a difference in this world by offering hope to other people. Number 3, I got your back. 3 ways to develop the reality perception that blank. I want you to fill in that blank there. Who is somebody that you're struggling with right now? Who is someone that you can't move off of first base? Maybe they don't trust you. Okay? Maybe you haven't ever offered them hope, because you want them to understand, I got your back. It's like a high school football coach said, Greg, I'll get in a foxhole with you and a war going on and go back to back, because I know you're going to stay in there until the battle's over. Either we win or lose. So who are you trying to get that to have, hey, I got your back, but they don't believe you? Think about these things right here. Consider this scenario. You're giving a project to a subordinate. This actually happened to me. I gave a project to a subordinate, and they didn't get it done. A vice president walked by and was asking questions about it, and they didn't really get on to them. They just started asking really tough questions, is what executives do. They ask great questions. So I heard it. I got up and I said, whoa, wait a minute. Why are you asking him that question? Well, they sent me an email, said this, that. Well, stop. They work for me. If you want to ask some tough questions, you need to ask me those tough questions. So guess what that person did? He looked at me and said, oh, so you got answers. I got answers. Come on with me. And I didn't know what I was doing right there. I just knew that I'm in charge of this area. I take ownership of this area. If you got a question, come and ask me. I didn't understand that the person that I got that executive away from, wow, I got their back. They knew that when I told them to do something, and if they did it, and if it was wrong, I'm taking the responsibility for it. And I won some points with that executive also, because I answered all of their questions. And the guy laughed. He's an aggressive person. He laughed. He said, I like you. I said, I thought you were crazy, but now I know you're crazy, because you're willing to accept responsibility for your people. Did everybody pick up what I'm saying there? A leader has got to get the back of their people. Okay. Number 2, real quick, spend time on people. Stop. You've got to spend time on people. When people see you doing that, they're going to think that you have their back. You've got to get them to have that perception, and they'll go to war for you. Real quick, not a long discussion on this, is discipline and termination lies in protecting people's back. In Hebrews chapter 12, it talks about, for what father does not discipline his child? If discipline and termination are done out of love for the longevity of the person, guess what? The person wins. Key element here. Love the person, hate the person. No, love the person, hate the behavior. Let me say that again. I've got your back. My mom had my back, and she disciplined me regularly, and I mean regularly, okay? She loved me so much, she did not want me to stay in the same condition, because she knew long-term that I'm going to struggle. So you hate the behavior, you love the person. Because I tell my mom all the time, Mom, thank you for loving me so much that you can endure the pain that you gave me, because you knew long-term that this would matter. Mom, thank you for having my back. And in closing here, What are 3 things that resonated with you today? What are 3 things that I said of those 25,000 words that resonated with you? Write those down. Think about that. What are 3 things that resonated with you? Was it building trust? Was it offering hope? Was it I got your back? Was it hate the behavior, love the person? Was it discipline? What created something in you? What resonated with you? What connected to you? What are 3 things? Then I'm going to challenge you to take those 3 things and can you culminate those into one thing that's a domino effect that can impact your life and everybody's lives that are around you. Because remember the equation. Remember the definition of a leader. What is a leader? It's a person who inspires another person to take a journey that they will not take by themselves. The definition of inspiration is what do people know, see, and feel about you. And 5 things that we can do to inspire another. Build trust, offer hope, I got your back, keep it simple, and reward and recognize. And if you'll take those, and I'm going to give you 3 key words that apply everywhere in our life, in business, in sports, selling cars, selling houses, running a company. 3 things that will create magic. Be intentional, be consistent, be focused, and watch magic happen around you. So, because you are the leader who can make a difference in our society, at work, and in your home. So today I challenge you, go be a great inspirational leader, and I thank you for your time. Coach, I yield my time back to Mr. Scott.
Well, Mr. Greg, we appreciate you more than you know. I think I know that I have 4 pages of notes. I'm going to have to go back because there's a lot of information there in a short period of time. Good news for everybody listening is we do record these calls. I can send you the link to these calls and all the rest that we've done. If you're interested, just text me or email me and I can get you that information. Greg, there's a bunch of stuff there that resonates with me. Challenge of a leader to go where they are. You got to get on that level, whatever that level is. You got to understand where they're coming from, right?
That's right.
And then John
that may be the toughest part of leadership.
Yeah,
go where they are.
Yeah. Well, we lose perspective, right? We're where we at, so we don't understand. We may not understand where they are.
That's right.
And then the John Maxwell know, see, and feel. I think we know that, but we sometimes don't do that.
It's tough. Hey, there's a cost to being a leader.
Oh, yeah.
There's a cost to being a leadership is not for free.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, sir, again, I appreciate your time. I appreciate everybody getting on the call. Thank you for listening to Ride with Mimic. And this is our last Wednesday call. So we will now be starting this Friday. We will be Friday and Monday. And you look for that podcast information we'll be giving out as we get closer. We'll be emailing that to you as well. So,
Scott, can I say something?
Absolutely, sir.
Hey, can I just tell them my contact information if someone wants to connect with me? Yep, my phone number is 318-230-6481. My website is www.findyourwinningedge.com. www.findyourwinningedge.com. Love to connect with you.
Yeah, and if you didn't get all that, you can reach out to me and I can give you all that information as well. I have it. I'm sorry I didn't let you do that at the end, Greg. I appreciate you doing that, and I appreciate you joining us again. And once again, guys, thank you for riding with Mimic. Y'all go out and make it a great day.
Hey, Coach, thank you for being a light for everybody, buddy. God bless you, Scott. Thank you, sir. God bless everybody. Go be a blessing today.
Take care.